Backyard zipline kits used to come in one basic design consisting of a metal wire and a metal pulley. But recently I've seen this new design on the market that has a pulley that goes down a ratchet strap. So in this video I'm going to show you how the two different designs measure up in 5 different categories so you can figure out what kind will suit your personal needs. So stay tuned. Welcome to the workshop. I'm Jeff and this is Fun-Sized Adventures, where we're all about getting you out on little adventures with your kids in your own backyard and beyond. Alright, the first category we're going to consider is going to be the cost. What's the price tag on these? Now your metal wire kits, sometimes you can get them at BJ's for down to around $100, but generally speaking they're going to be more in the $150 to $200 range. As opposed to the new ratchet strap design, that one you can get for under $100. So if you're worried purely about cost, then the ratchet strap design is going to be the way to go. Now the second category we're going to look into is going to be the ease of setup. How easy is it to get up and running with your zipline? Now the traditional wire zipline can be installed by one person, but it is really tough. You're gonna need several tools and it's going to take you probably about an hour even when you know what you're doing and you've done it several times. So that's something to consider. It's a little bit harder to do. Whereas the ratchet strap style zipline, you can get up and running even the first time you set it up. I think this first time I set it up, I got it within 15 minutes, I had it all set up. I could probably get the whole kit set up in 5 minutes after having done it several times, and you could do it one person, super easy. So when it comes to the ease of setup, the ratchet strap one is the clear winner in that category as well. Third category we're going to consider is speed. How fast do you go on these zip lines? Because more fast is just more exciting. But if you have small kids, too much speed might just be too much for them. And a lot of this is going to depend on the exact way you set it up, how much of an angle your line is at. But generally speaking, the wire zip line is going to be faster, and the ratchet strap one is going to be a little bit slower. So when it comes down to speed, that could go, it's hard to tell which is the clear winner because it depends what your needs are. Do you want a slower one because you have little kids, or do you want that extra exciting fast one because you have bigger kids and teenagers, or you just want to ride it yourself? Alright, and that's going to bring us to the weight limit. Now both of these kits that I have, the wire and the ratchet strap one, are both advertised as being suitable for up to 250 pounds. And I can tell you that currently I am just under 200 pounds, which means two things. Number one, I need to go on a diet. Number two, I'm well within the weight limit of these. But from my experience, that is more of a, this is not going to break until you get to 250 pounds. But just the materials used, the ratchet strap is always going to be a little bit stretchier. So your metal wire, you're going to be able to get tight, and I can use our metal zip line fine and everything works great. But with the ratchet strap one, I can't help but scraping on the ground. If I have it set up for the kids, even if I adjust the swing up so that I can be riding as high as possible, I'm still gonna hit the ground. It's just not quite enough for me. So keep that in mind with the ratchet strap one. Even though it says up to 250 pounds, there's really not any scenario where I would recommend that a 250 pound person use it. Not because it's going to break, but because you're gonna hit the ground. But if it's just for your kids, that will be plenty. Anybody under 150 pounds should be fine. Even with the stretch, they'll be riding lower to the ground, but they should stay off the ground. Which brings us to category number 5, durability. There's a couple different facets to this. Whereas your wire zip line is more difficult to put up, this is going to be something that you put up and leave up for the whole summer season. And I would recommend taking it down in the winter because that's going to help it last longer. We've had this up for several years now, and there's really no wear on it from just being up through the summer. We leave it out in the rain, we leave it out and everything, but we take it down in the snowy weather. And everything is still fine, it's in perfect shape. So I can see that this will last for years to come. It is super durable, and that's just the nature of it being made out of metal and being up off the ground, so it's not sitting in water. But with the ratchet strap design, just the nature of it being made out of, I think it's nylon, I believe, it's just not gonna be as strong as metal. When you get the rain, the sun, the harsh UV rays, I don't know. I could see that degrading that over time. I know I have several slack lines that are a similar material that I leave out all summer, and they're slowly, where after 2 or 3 years, they're really starting to look worn. And that will happen to this, I am sure, too. Like I said, I haven't had it long enough to be sure about it. But something else to consider is that the slackline design is so easy to put up and take back down that you could do just that in 5 minutes. Like I said, after you get good at it, you could have it up, you could take it back down when you're done with it, and you could store it. And if you don't leave it up for the whole summer at a time like I plan on doing, then it should last until your kids are grown. No problem. But now that I've broken down to you what I think the pros and cons are, the real jury is my kids. Let's go ask them what their thoughts are on which one they prefer. Eli, if you could only have one zip line, the wire one or the strap one, which one would you want?
Wire.
The wire? All right, Cal, wire or strap?
Wire. Come back here. Strap.
You like the strap? And if I had to pick one, I would say wire, just because I can use the wire without getting dirt all over my butt. But hey, whatever one you choose, I don't think you'll regret your decision to install a zip line in your backyard. It's something that your kids are going to get so much enjoyment out of, and especially if you get the wire one, you'll get enjoyment out of it too. I guarantee it. If you want more information about how to install either of these zip lines we talked about today, we got the ratchet strap one up here, and we got the wire one down here. I'll see you over in one of those videos. And until next time, get your kids, get out in your backyard, and have a fun-sized adventure of your own. And hey, it was Father's Day the other day, and I got my machete. Wonder if I can shave with this. Nah.